no issue to resolve. For me, he's now the same as any other player.
I'm actually pleased now we can get back to talking about Liverpool as a club and football rather than just Mo Salah.
I'd love to have him around because he is one of the leaders here. But as a matter of fact, is that he goes up top. Let's see.
Good morning, welcome to Sky Sports FC, your chance to be at the centre of football's biggest debates. Mo Salah made his return for Liverpool. Was it a final goodbye or has the saga come to an end? We'll get into that and much more over the next couple of hours with Peterborough owner Darren MacAnthony. Another win for Posh on Saturday. Going to win the league, aren't you?
Calm down.
No pressure, Luke. But we start with a story that has taken almost all of the attention in the last week. Mo Salah and Liverpool. A week on from his explosive interview, he was back on the pitch and in the thick of things as the champions got a much-needed win against Brighton. Salah now heads to the Africa Cup of Nations with Egypt. The big question is whether Saturday's game was goodbye or see you soon. This is how it unfolded.
Will it be back to business as usual or a final farewell later for Mo Salah? We shall see. With Joe Gomez picking up an injury, here is the return of the Egyptian king. Only their second corner of the game. Only the second corner of the game. And it's in by Mo Salah. It's a dangerous delivery. It's in for 2-0. And this one made by Mo Salah as Ekitike receives the acclaim for another decisive finish.
There's no issue to resolve. For me, he's now the same as any other player.
I'm actually pleased now we can get back to talking about Liverpool as a club and football rather than just Mo Salah.
I'd love to have him around because he is one of the leaders here. But as a matter of fact, is that he goes up top. Let's see.
2 weeks in a row? No.
Well, you were with us last week and said...
Got it wrong.
Well, this is some admittance from you that you were wrong. I think that's a first, isn't it? But you said he needs to apologise. He has apologised. Is that it? All happy families forever?
Yeah, I think Slot's had a magnificent week. You know, I think the good news for Liverpool is the way their managers handle the adversity of everything that's happened, losing games, out of form, criticism left, right and centre, one of his most iconic players coming out and pretty much attacking him, the club. And he's come through it with 2 wins, 2 clean sheets. And Liverpool are, I would say, dare say, turning the corner. And Mo can go off to the AFCON and hopefully be player of the tournament and pick up that trophy, which Egypt haven't done with him. And we move on. But I think they've handled it brilliantly.
Would that be a big tick in the box for you as an owner that you'd be watching on last week? And I don't know how much you would think about putting your 2 penneth in when he's about to speak to the media and broach the issue, or whether you'd leave him to it and think at the end of it, as we said, this Monday morning, the manager's done a good job.
Yeah, I think managers have to take the lead on that, you know, particularly if it's a manager, not a head coach, you know. You have to take the lead from your manager, but you're there to help, advise and whatever else. And I think Slot's just handled it perfectly. He's handled all the press, and it's just been rammed down his throat for the last 6 days. We've spoken about it every day on Sky. You know, hopefully today it kind of dies down. Liverpool can get back to focusing on integrating all the new pieces into their squad, get players fit, start winning games over Christmas, and kind of Mo is out of the picture for a few weeks. And he comes back and, you know, hopefully Liverpool are winning and he's going to have to get in on merit into the team, and good luck doing that. That's
one of the big things, though, isn't it, for a manager, particularly of a club like Liverpool, is that you've so much else to deal with apart from just coaching the team.
Must be exhausting.
And there are times, and that's, I think, probably... Well, not probably, it was what Jurgen Klopp said, I've run out of energy. It wasn't just, let's just make this team win at the weekend. And as a Liverpool manager, you're asked about everything, not just things to do with your club.
I think when you manage an iconic club, a massive club, one of the world's biggest clubs, whether it be Liverpool, whether it's Man United, whether it's Arsenal, all these clubs, it must be draining, because not only have you got, you know, the coaching side, the managing side, dealing with players, it's the press, it's the constant speculation, it's the microscope on everything that happens at the football club. So he's a very cool, calm character anyway. I think you can see that in his personality. Maybe that's the Dutch in him, I don't know. Jurgen was maybe sometimes a bit higher, and you know, the way he kind of like dealt with adversity or dealt with things and had that personality. I think Slot's perfect for this football club, and I think this has been his major test where people were, I said it was ridiculous calling for him to be sacked. He's won the title, he's just brought a lot of new players in, he's lost a lot of players, he's got players getting older, they're going to have to move on from. Recruitment department, the manager, they're being tested. Liverpool's been tested, and they come through this, and I said to you over there, they're 3 wins away from the top. I'm not saying they're winning the league, but they've had the worst start to the season in a long time. And they'll come out of this going, well, actually, we're not in too bad a position. And that was a good win against Brighton. Brighton are no mugs. And I thought Brighton were very good at Anfield on Saturday. I watched that game, when I got home after Peterborough's win. And, I was impressed with what I saw. And good for Mo. He came on, he got his assist with a corner. You got to say his goodbyes before the AFCON. His family were probably there. Yeah, it was all handled perfectly.
Is it possible then to predict or assess where things stand and where things...
We don't know if he apologised. We don't know what was said in that room between the two of them. Slot hasn't said he apologised. Mo Salah now doesn't want to go near the press area all of a sudden. Funny that, yeah, treating everyone in that area like it's contagious virus in there, stay away. But I think all's well ends well. And I think you leave it there. And I don't think Slot will want to carry it on or talk about what happened in that. I'm sure it will leak eventually. I'm sure information will come out. The media are very good at using their sources. But right now, Liverpool's only focus will be on, they've got a lot of injuries. I think Slot's got a small squad at the moment and basically getting through this Christmas period, and they don't need that drama, what's going on off the pitch. And if Liverpool want to sell him to Saudi, or if they want to sell him or move him on or whatever, they have a player that now the drama's kind of like low maintenance right about now.
It was interesting, though, because he came on for Joe Gomez in the first half.
Yeah.
And that would imply that it wasn't this sort of have 5 minutes at the end and this is your farewell type thing. But he had a right back on the bench, albeit quite inexperienced in Calvin Ramsey.
It was a brave decision.
Could have brought him on.
Yeah, brave decision.
He went for Salah.
Yeah, I liked it, and a lot of managers would have gone, no, it's too early in the game and we have a game plan and Brighton play a certain way and we're 1-0 up, we're doing well already. We don't need to bring on, an attacking play. So I think tactically, I think it gave him a lift. I think it brought the energy back to Liverpool. Probably at a time maybe where Brighton were doing okay in the game. So again, pitch perfect from the manager. And we criticise a lot of managers when they're not winning, when they're not doing well, and we probably don't give enough credit to managers when they do handle things really well. So full credit to the manager of the football club and to the people behind the scenes for allowing him to do his thing.
Let's get a fan's perspective. Sky Sports have partnered with Finalysis, an app where passionate supporters share their opinions on their club. If you want to represent your team, scan the QR code here or visit the Sky Sports app for more details. Liverpool fan Sarah Lucas joins us. Good morning. Where are you with everything this Monday, Sarah?
Phew. Very glad. 1 for the clean sheet, 2 for the back-to-back wins. 3 for maybe this being the final day I get asked about Mo Salah. Happy, very happy.
Where were you with the whole Salah out, Salah in, Sarah? Were you okay if Liverpool moved on from Mo Salah and he didn't play for us again? Or do you believe he still has a big part to play in the team?
I still feel he has a big part to play in the team, but only if he plays it. So, he hasn't been much of a senior player, a respectful player to the players coming in, to the club with what he said. I really hope that whatever was said between Slot and Salah shows that what Slot wants from him. He spoke to him at the start of his reign at Liverpool and said, I want you to be a senior player. I want you to give your all in training so that young players can learn from you and not see the big star dropping off. And I think that he forgot about that. He throws toys at the pram. He hopefully has apologised, and hopefully we move on from this. I'll be very, very sad, as with every Liverpool fan, if Mo Salah played his last game on Saturday.
So do you see then that he will go to AFCON, as Dara sort of touched on, that this will all die down and it will be a sort of full reintegration when he comes back, and then it will be, I guess, ultimately a footballing decision whenever it comes from Arne Slot or those above him as to when he eventually will leave the football club, and it might not be until the end of his contract?
Yeah, I hope so. I hope he goes and has the best tournament, Egypt win, he comes back absolutely flying, and we get the Mo Salah we had last season, because we need it.
Yeah, and sorry.